Hey y'all, good evening. Happy Sunday, 8/30/2020. Today's message, the word topic, routine. All right, so what is routine? What's the definition? First, we want to break that down. All right, definition of routine. There's a few of them. So we're going to start at the top and go down. A regular course of procedure. Example, if resort to legal action becomes a campus routine. Habitual or mechanical performance of an estimated procedure. The routine of factory work. A reiterated speech or formula. A worked out part as a entertainment or sports contest that may be often repeated. For example, a dance routine, especially a theatrical number. A sequence of computer instructions for performing a particular task. Okay, routine adjective. Says, of a commonplace or repetitious character, ordinary, routine problems. See, of relating to or being in accordance with established procedure. All right, so now I'd like to go to an article, and it lists 18 different reasons why a daily routine is so important. Okay, so number one, it makes us more efficient, right? So having a daily routine, you know exactly where you have in your day, and then you gotta, if it's devotion or to watch a message or anything like that, you need to be able to set aside some time to do so. It's very important. It's good for us. We need to follow that light and embrace God. So anyway, number two, reduces our need to plan. If you already have a plan, then you're not failing to make one. That's pretty good. All right, number three, create structure in our lives. I see it. It makes it easy to know that if you're always busy, then you can find a way. Mine was taking away the TV. I think that added a couple hours a day. That was good. All right, number four, saves time, our most valuable resource. I was just saying that. I had to find some time to give myself more to God and seek His light. And I wanted to help people in the process because it's important. And I had never broke down the Bible. So I want you to know and understand that too. When I say we're doing it together, I really, truly mean it. It's a gift from God to me. He put it in me, and I want to gift anybody that's willing to embrace. Number five, routine instills good habits, right? Number six, routine breaks bad habits. Are you out there? Oh. Number seven, helps us become more efficient. Number eight, helps us get the most important tasks done. Number nine, prioritization. Number 10, reduces the need for determination and willpower. If you already have it written or said, it's your normal day, it's your normal routine, it's easy to follow that, but it's not easy to get out of that. So our days can start tremendously backwards just being outside of that standard routine. I know it because I live it, right? I get in a routine and it's kind of all she wrote. Anyway, I guess we all have things we could work on, but routine, a lot of that was bringing more time for me to be able to share in light and share in God's beauty and be able to help people because I've been there. I've had the issues, the anxiety, and I've had enough life's lessons to find God to help me get through it and make my life ultimately better. All right, number 11, reduces procrastination. We all know what that is. All right, number 12, builds momentum. Number 13, it builds self-confidence. So if you don't have a routine, I strongly encourage you to get into one. We always can find time, so you just got to take away from the things that maybe keep you from having or keep you living outside of any aspect of routine. Stop watching the TV. That's a very, very important one. Find alternate news sources, whatever you can do, but if you're trying to do so. But I find that the more time I spend with God, the easier it is to define the moments in my life and clearly be able to see. And we all still need a little bit of guidance, even in our routines. So it's very helpful there. All right. Routine saves us money. I'm not sure if that's, to a certain degree, because if we have a routine like I do, it's, caffeine in the morning. Caffeine is something that we don't necessarily need, but, I don't know. It's that routine thing, right? So a 5-hour energy, that's what I do. That and a Mountain Dew. It may not be perfect, but that's a routine for me. It starts my day. So anyway, helps reduce stress and facilitate relaxation. You want to start the day in a way so you can continue to be able to relax. So no matter what you come to, you still get over it. You still get through it, right? And together we can get through anything. So you gotta keep that in mind. You're not the only soldier. All right. Number 17, it helps us achieve our goals. And number 18, keeping track of our success, right? I find that there's nothing better than being able to have a routine, but I'm going to go outside of the box, just like I'm doing in these messages, and saying that God is all that's amazing, and he makes my life absolutely awesome. So 1 second, I got to just make sure I'm still recording. Amen. I am still recording. That's lucky. Okay, we got to get through this because I fear that my video is going to end. All right, so what does the Bible say? We're going to start Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Says, when Daniel knew that the document had been signed, he went to his house where he had windows in his upper chamber open toward Jerusalem. He got down on his knees 3 times a day and prayed to give thanks before God. And he had done that previously. So I'm getting into the routine, and my mind is getting right with God and making sure we're in line so that I can give these messages and not have anxiety or not have the troubles. And, I'm pretty much outside of my box by now. All right, next, Acts 17, verse 2, it says, and Paul went in as was his custom, and on 3 Sabbath days he reasoned with them from the scriptures. Next one, Luke 4, verse 16, and he came to Nazareth where he had been brought up. And as was his custom, he went to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, and he stood up to read. Next, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15 says, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth. We know what that word is. I think one of the words is titled truth. I know it is, actually. So if we need to look back on that, we can find what truth and how it wraps into all of this. Because, again, all these Bible verses that we're reading, I mean, you can find them and you can kind of tie them into almost every feeling that we have to overcome. So I love you guys. And I thank you for watching these videos. And I hope they get better. And I try to be more prepared because I feel it's important at the end of the day in order to have a good video. So share this message and join me tomorrow. And I'm going to give you one last final. It's Galatians chapter 6, 1 through 18. It says, brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. So take that burden off of somebody else and help them give it away, right? That's what that says to me. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one test his own work, and then his reason to boast will be him or in himself alone, and not in his neighbor. For each will have to bear his own load. Are you out there? We got to bear our own load, and there's so many things we could be doing, but it's very important to share love. So get in routine and add that to your list of routines. Add your out loud talks to God. Let him know you're paying attention, and he sure will give you a signal that he's watching. I'm telling you, he's amazing. Anyway, listen, again, God bless you. God bless our country. Share this message, and I can't wait to see you till tomorrow. Be well.